Yeah.
One more thing to do and then I'm gonna get out of here. Unless, you want me to hang out a little bit?
I mean, people are still here in the building, so I'm good. You're sweet.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve.
Smoke is in the air as drivers hit the road ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. You may be wondering where the haze is coming from. Will it impact travel plans and how long it will stick around?
So this is
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Coverage you can count on. You're watching WTVN News Leader 9. Sponsored by Montlick & Associates, Columbus Injury Attorneys.
Smoke is in the air as drivers hit the road ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. You may be wondering where the haze is coming from. Will it impact travel plans and how long it will stick around?
so this is about the worst time of year to have a wildfire.
Alabama state climatologists weighing in on the dangerous impact of the lingering drought, including a no-burn order for all 67 counties.
An explanation on how wildfires are affecting the quality of air and you.
And some rain would be nice to help with the smoke and fire situation, and we have a good chance to tell you about it in our extended forecast. We'll have the details on that, and we'll look ahead to the end of this week.
Leaving your keys in the car while it's running can give thieves an opportunity to steal your vehicle. Hear the warning from Columbus Police.
On the roads, in the skies, and at the grocery stores, thousands just in our area are out today preparing for the Thanksgiving holiday.
And we start with News Leader 9's Jose Zozaya, who is out in the traffic tonight. He joins us from our live drive vehicle with a look at how the roads are right now. Jose?
Barbara, Jason, right now News Leader 9 is driving live. Let me take you outside to our external cam so you get an idea of what traffic is looking right now at this hour here inside the Columbus area. As you can see, we are heading eastbound. This is on Macon Road, right around where that exit onto 185 is. So far, traffic conditions have been looking pretty normal. We've been able to drive around most of the area. No major crashes, no accidents causing any type of delays as far as people moving around, especially when they're getting out of work and making their way home for their Thanksgiving holidays. So far, we're going to see if there's any more traffic, but so far the conditions are looking pretty good out there. It's nice, good weather out here, no visibility issues for anyone out here, and it seems like this is pretty good driving weather, especially driving conditions as far as out on the road. So of course we'll keep you updated with anything if there are any changes. Of course, stay tuned for any of those alerts on our WTVM mobile app, and you can also learn more from our website, WTVM.com. For now, we'll send it back to you in the studio, guys.
Drivers, take it slow. Be patient out there with all that traffic. Well, millions of Americans will also take to the skies for travel this week. This is a live look now. We're going to show you at the flight tracker for the Atlanta airport. And so far, we're seeing a lot of green, which is good news. Experts remind you to arrive for your flight at least 2 hours before it leaves, sooner if you're traveling with young children or the elderly. They also urge you to print boarding passes at home to save time.
If you have family traveling in from Atlanta, or if you're headed up the interstate, you may want to stick around for the best and worst times to travel in and out of Atlanta. For family traveling in from Atlanta, the worst time for them to leave that area is today, right about right now. The best day to return to Atlanta is Friday at 6 a.m. Avoid areas around outlet malls to escape Black Friday madness, and the worst day to return to Atlanta will be the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Another problem some travelers are facing right now is smoke in parts of Columbus and a little further north. This is a look now at the scene today from Flat Rock Road in Columbus.
We're told the smoke from our area appears to be coming from fires to the south and east of our viewing area. And Storm Team 9 Chief Meteorologist Derek Kincaid is here. And Barbara, he's been telling us all week about the smoke and the impact you've been having.
Yeah, it's been people step outside and I said today, is that smoke or is that haze or is it fog? But
and, you know, it really depends too on a day-to-day basis of whether or not we're going to see the smoke or how the winds shift is really what we're talking about. So let's talk about that, what's happening right now as far as the winds go. At the moment, the winds are out of the south and east around Fort Benning, south in Columbus. So of course, if there's any fires in that area or south from there, that's going to bring some of that smoke up into Columbus and Phoenix City. So with these smaller fires that aren't at the wildfire stage just yet, you're going to have some localized areas impacted by smoke in a big way, while somebody else just down the road may not have any smoke at all. So that's how this is going to go. A very rapidly developing situation when it comes to smoke from these brush fires, grass fires, and wildfires across the valley. If you have the WTV weather app up, same story. You're going to see smoke. That's the current condition here in Columbus right now. 70 degrees. It's been a nice day. The weather out there looking okay for the next few hours, but we are tracking showers off to the west that will be moving through at some point late tonight and on Thanksgiving Day. We'll tell you more about that and how that could impact travel at any point tomorrow, and a look ahead to the rest of the week coming up, guys.
All right, Derek, we'll check with you in just a little bit as we continue to see that smoke affecting our area and possibly the rush hour. One North Georgia fire has turned deadly. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reporting one person is dead after fire in Greene County. Another fire in Meriwether County left a landowner injured. Now, fire at Rock Mountain is one of the largest active wildfires in the state, and that fire continues to spread.
Tonight, a record has been broken in the state of Alabama, and it's not a good one. Alabama's top expert on climate tells Newsletter 9 we're experiencing the worst short-term drought in 122 years of keeping those records. Newsletter 9's Elizabeth White has more with Alabama's climatologist Dr. John Christie. So, Elizabeth, you know, the impacts are felt really all over the southeast, right?
Well, that is correct, Jason. Experts say this historic short-term drought began the 1st of September, so not even 3 months into this, and we're already seeing it negatively impacting air quality, marine and animal life as well, and prices that we'll see at the grocery store. Wildfires are perhaps the most obvious impact to us all. Alabama's short-term drought this month alone, the Forestry Commission recording more than 1,000 fires, leading to a statewide burn ban.
The ground is dry, and so the fires can spread quickly, and often we get winds this time of year as well, so that doesn't help. We also have calm periods where the smoke, once it gets in the air, will just stay there and cause terrible respiratory conditions for people sensitive to that.
So Dr. Christie says Alabama's ecosystem is being impacted, posing dangers for marine life and animals. Dr. Christie says this historic short-term drought began again the 1st of September. Thankfully, most farmers with vegetables and fruits are largely really not impacted, but the cattle industry, that's taking a hit, which will lead to lower meat prices for consumers in the short term, but higher prices next year. We're going to talk more about that coming up tonight on Newsletter 9 at 5:30. Plus, why Dr. Christie is concerned this short-term drought could stretch into a long-term scenario. Again, that's coming up at 5:30.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you. And if you go to our website or mobile app, we are continuing to update the drought and wildfires across our regions. Go to the local tab of WTVM.com. You can see we have the latest on fires which have been burning in the Fort Benning area. And as weather gets colder, especially in the mornings, Columbus Police sending out a warning tonight as many people think they're saving time warming their cars unattended. But law enforcement say this can give thieves the opportunity they are looking for. Newsletter 9's Irisha Jones explains why leaving your car with the engine running is never a good idea. Right, Irisha?
Well, that's right, Barbara. I'm told cars are recovered most of the time after they're stolen. Now, you're going to be looking at video of a demonstration on how it only takes a minute for your car to leave your site after you turn on the engine and go back inside. Police say they usually find the stolen cars left on the side of the road after the person has ran out all the gas or the burglar gets to where they're going. Columbus Police Patrol Services also say there is an increase in car thefts around homes and apartments early in the morning in the cold weather when people leave their keys in the car to warm up or defrost their windows.
it's also a year-round problem around things like daycares where they just pull up to drop a child off and then they come out and the car's gone. So, you know, it's not a safe practice to do anytime because, you know, okay, granted, your car's locked. All I have to do is bust that window and I drive off with a vehicle and I'm gone down the road.
Major J.D. Hawk says it's better to use a lockdown mode or just make sure your car is locked before you walk away, as you should never leave your car alone with the key in the engine inside. Now, there was a law in Georgia making it illegal to leave your car unattended while running, but it was repealed back in 2010. It is still illegal in states such as South Carolina and West Virginia. Back to you, Barbara.
All right, yeah, use that extra set of keys to lock it up if you're going to walk away. All right, Arisha, thank you so much.
Law enforcement working in 500 cases in Georgia every single month. Human sex trafficking has become the fastest growing organized crime business in the world. Tonight, in a special report From Darkness to Hope, we're investigating how millions of victims get trapped in this, including 11 to 14-year-olds, the average age of prostitution in the U.S. We're also taking a look at solutions as we took a trip to Atlanta to see how a Christian ministry called Out of Darkness is rescuing hundreds of female prostitutes off the streets using roses. A former call girl in Columbus also shared a warning with us.
They believe that it's something that happens in foreign countries, or they bring them in from foreign countries. They don't realize that it's in their own backyard.
Sexual human trafficking is blown up. There's not enough people to really investigate it.
Tonight on our News at 6, hear from them on experiences with sex trafficking, also the red flags to look out for, plus how there are connections between these crimes and major events in town, along with Fort Benning. It's all coming up in my special report at 6.
Well, Phoenix City's Whitewater Avenue streetscape project will finally come to an end after more than a year. Whitewater Avenue will have its grand opening Monday in a ceremony starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It'll take place at the corner of 13th Street and Whitewater Avenue, formerly known as 3rd Avenue. The project officially started July 6th of last year.
Well, all of us here at Newsletter 9 would like you to share your thanks by giving. Our campaign with Feeding the Valley food drive is wrapping up, but you can still drop off your non-perishable items up until Monday at area Walmart locations. You can find the list of stores on the homepage of our website, WTVM.com.
And Newsletter 9 wants you to share with us what you're thankful for this holiday season. All you have to do is take a picture or send a message to us on our website, WTVM.com.
Make sure you use the hashtag #ShareYourThanks9. This is a look at what the page looks like right now. And, you know, we're a lot to be thankful for us as well. I know I'm thankful for my family, my church, and just all the food we're going to get to eat tomorrow.
yeah, thankful for all the people brought in my life, good and bad, because positive and negative, it all makes you who you are. So we count it all as a blessing.
Yeah, I'm thankful for you as well. Yeah.
And you too, Jason Dennis. Thank you. I'm embarrassed. All right, and send us your messages as well on our website. We'd like to hear from you. Well, happening right now, Newsletter 9 has you covered on the roadways. You are taking a live look right now from Interstate 185.
And we have the only live drive vehicle in our area. Stick with Newsletter 9 for more coverage on all that holiday travel for Thanksgiving.
Something that I hope never in my lifetime happens again.
A witness saw the aftermath of a deadly bus crash in Tennessee. What she had to say about the shocking scene.
And it can be a struggle for some preparing the perfect turkey meal. We have some mistakes a large amount of Americans make, and it could prevent you from getting sick.
And once we get past this Thanksgiving holiday into next week, we have a good chance of rain to tell you about in our extended forecast. We congratulate Natasha, our umbrella winner from Phoenix City today, our WTVM and Energy Savers umbrella. We'll, of course, have another winner for you coming up on Friday, and you can register over on the weather tab at WTVM.com. The latest on the traffic situation as you head toward LaGrange coming up out of the commercial break. A wreck there will show you when we come back.
Well, we've got you covered tonight from the roads to the stores on this Thanksgiving Eve. Right now, you're taking a live look from Interstate 185 from our area's only live drive vehicle.
Yeah, the Walmart there looks pretty quiet so far. This is a live picture from the neighborhood Walmart on Blackman Road. Thousands, folks, though, are heading to the stores to prepare to make that Thanksgiving meal, myself included. I've already been to the store, but I got to start the cooking here.
I've been
soon.
Twice already.
Yeah, exactly. Storm Team 9 Chief Meteorologist Derek Kincaid now in the alert center for us tonight.
So, Derek, how's it looking for this busy travel day for Thanksgiving?
Well, not too bad out there, guys. At least we don't have a lot of rain to worry about. That's the benefit of a drought, I suppose, is the fact that it is dry. We don't have a lot of water on the roads and that sort of thing. We do have an accident, though, to tell you about via the Waze app here. This is near Hogansville, so this is northern Troup County. Here's the city of LaGrange. This is where Interstate 185 and 85 come together. So an accident up here on Interstate 85. So traffic, a bit of a slow go, especially for folks trying to merge on to Interstate 85 northbound heading up toward Atlanta. That's what you're going to run into right there around the LaGrange area. So just something to keep in mind. Let's talk about what else we got going on around here. Of course, Thanksgiving, a slight rain chance tomorrow. It will not be anything that's going to break the drought, and most places will not get wet at all, but just a slight chance of showers at times through the day. As we get ready for Black Friday and the weekend, weather dries out. We'll get the sun back in here as well, and the weekend really looks nice. Highs in the upper 60s both days. That's fairly average weather for this time of year. Thanksgiving is going to be a bit warm, but as we get into the weekend, we'll cool those temperatures back down a bit. But next week, the best chance of rain we've had to talk about in quite some time, coming our way Tuesday, perhaps into the afternoon and evening hours on Tuesday, and we could see some storms involved then as well. So we'll talk about that coming up. Let's talk about some of those travel issues across the Deep South. We don't have a lot to tell you about when it comes to airport delays. That's the good news here locally on the southeast point of view. No problems. Charlotte to San Antonio, no issues. But on the national picture, you'll notice some airport delays up here to our north, Minneapolis and Chicago. Some cities we talked about yesterday is having some issues thanks to that big storm system that we've had our eye on. Here is that storm system dumping heavy rain across parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. In the Deep South, the rain kind of fizzles out. We expected that. Most of the country enjoying decent weather, but another big storm system getting set to move on to the west coast. We'll have our eye on that for next week. Closer to home, just a few clouds. You'll notice that little band of showers we've had our eye on starting to fizzle out, and our future cast will continue to indicate that happening as it moves our way. Right now, mostly 70s on our temperature map. It was a warmer day than yesterday, and it's going to be warm as we get ready for your Thursday and Friday as well. Tonight, things stay dry around here. During the overnight hours, the clouds will continue to increase, but we just don't see a lot of rain showing up as we get ready for your Thanksgiving day. We'll keep that 10% chance in there just in case, and we could even see some afternoon clearing tomorrow, allowing for a little bit of sun in here. I think Thursday night to Friday we'll worry about some fog in the morning hours, so for Black Friday shoppers, definitely use caution if you're traveling early Friday. By the afternoon, the sun returns in full force out here across the Chattahoochee Valley. Tonight, looking at a 10% coverage of rain late and not as chilly as it's been. Lows in the 50s tonight, 56 in Auburn, 54 in Columbus, and more of those 50s down to our south with a mostly cloudy sky. Then for your Thanksgiving day, highs top out in the low and mid 70s. This is a bit above average for us. Skies mostly cloudy, and it will be warm with that slight chance of some showers to talk about. And over the next 9 days, a lot going on. Of course, big football games coming up this weekend. High school football Friday night for those playoff games. And there's your rain chance Tuesday. Some storms again could be involved. We'll watch that for you very carefully, guys.
But probably not needing the sweater for tomorrow's Thanksgiving dinner.
I don't think so. You know, at the evening or nighttime, it's going to be a little cool, but during the afternoon, 70s, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Memorials are growing in Chattanooga after a bus crash left at least 5 children dead there. Today, the NTSB saying they are investigating the crash today after it was announced the bus driver, Jonathan E. Walker, will face charges. We're also hearing more from witnesses to this crash and what they saw in the moments after. One witness saying she was at home when she heard this bus crash. She ran out to help when she realized what had happened.
One little boy, well, I think there were 2, maybe 3, was thrown off the bus before, we started getting other kids off. He was laying there and he wasn't moving. I thought he was already passed.
According to the arrest affidavit, Walker lost control of the bus and swerved off the road. He hit a driveway and a mailbox to the right, then swerved to the left. The bus rolled and hit the telephone pole and then that tree.
Well, the transition of power for President-elect Donald Trump continues. Today, he announced he will nominate South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley to be his U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. The daughter of Indian immigrants was reportedly also being considered for the post of Secretary of State. Haley verbally sparred with Trump during the early stages of the presidential campaign, with Haley endorsing Senator Ted Cruz at one point.
A court shuts down a proposal about overtime pay across the nation.
What the proposal would have done and the reasoning behind it is straight ahead. Well, thousands of people are at the grocery store or headed to the stores to get your goods to prepare for the Thanksgiving meal. You're taking a live look right now from the neighborhood Walmart. This is on Blackman Road. Hey there, young man.
Yeah, the parents are loading up their trunks with all that Thanksgiving stuff, and the parking lot's filling up. We will continue to follow what the stores and roads look like for those heading out around our area this holiday week.
And if you are cooking the traditional turkey meal for the holiday, we have some things you may not know to prevent from getting any kind of sickness or illness this holiday. The Food and Drug Administration's most recent food safety survey shows 68% of people wash their turkeys before cooking them. This can actually cause bacteria to spread on other surfaces. They also say the best way to thaw before you prepare the turkey is by using the microwave. A full list of suggestions on how to prevent illness is on our website, WTVM.com.
And after you're finished stuffing your mouth with food, you may be in the mood to kick off your holiday shopping a little early. Some stores in our area are opening on Thanksgiving Day. Belk will open at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Electronic store Best Buy opening at 5 p.m. tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Some of the stores in the mall open tomorrow as well, including Macy's at 5 o'clock and JCPenney opening at 3. We have a full list of when stores will be open tomorrow and Black Friday under the local tab of WTVM.com.
A federal court has blocked the start of a rule that would have made an estimated 4 million more American workers eligible for overtime pay heading into the holiday season. This includes Alabama and Georgia. A district court in Texas gave the ruling, saying the Department of Labor's rule oversteps the authority the agency was given by Congress. The regulation would have allowed employers to skip overtime pay for salaried workers who make more than about $23,000 a year. Well, this may be the most high-profile mannequin challenge ever. Ellen DeGeneres tweeted this video of her fellow Presidential Medal of Freedom recipients at the White House. There's Tom Hanks alongside Ellen, Bill Gates, and Bruce Springsteen.
Others who received the highest civilian honor also took part in all the fun. It seems no one can resist a good internet trend sweeping social media sites. It was a who's who. There's Diana Ross right there.
That's a great one. Hey, by the way, we have a mannequin challenge that
Yes.
we did. It's on our Facebook page, and it's at WTVM.com. You can find it on each of our Facebook pages as well, and it's for a good cause.
It's been seen by like hundreds of thousands of
We've
folks.
had 150,000 views, I think.
Wow.
So go check it out.
Yes, and helping people in need this Thanksgiving as well with that. We're back with more late-breaking headlines in just a few minutes.
The news at 5:30 is next. News Leader 9 continues to follow the roads as you head to your Thanksgiving destination or maybe heading out to the stores.
Much more coverage from our area's only live drive vehicle. That's straight ahead on News Leader 9.
Beef prices will be low because so many cattle are being sold on the market now.